Hello and welcome, I'm Johnny and you want stylish, colorful text for your hero sections. Gradient text has been trending massively. You can go really subtle or really loud. So let's learn how it works and the world is your oyster. We'll first break this down with vanilla CSS, then also show how to do it with Tailwind, and we'll finish with a couple bonus tips and gotchas. So we can start with any HTML element that has text inside, like this h1. We know we can change the color of the text by setting color to something like papaya whip, one of the extended color keywords, or to a hex code, or to hue saturation lightness. Given how this works, we wish for things to be as simple for our text gradient effect to be able to specify a gradient right here somehow. Like, I'd love for linear gradient to right start from plum and on aquamarine to work, but this is CSS and it's only 2023, so this doesn't work. Whatever madness we did here gets ignored. But I didn't completely make this syntax up. This is the way to set a gradient for backgrounds. So if instead of targeting the text color, we set the background to a linear gradient from left to right, from plum to aquamarine, we do get a lovely gradient. For the background, we can specify all sorts of gradients with all sorts of angles and styles, and we can even use Josh Comeau's excellent gradient generator to end up with something even more fun and complicated. And it turns out, we can use this gradient background to make our text colorful. You see, there is this background clip property we can set to text. Listen carefully, this does not make our background disappear, this makes our background render behind anywhere there is text. Of course, if it's behind our text, we cannot see it. But we can finish off this style hack by setting our text color to transparent and boom, text gradient. Woo! So again, we set a background color, we specify we only want it rendered behind our text, and then we make our text transparent. Bing, bang, boom. The order we do this does not actually matter, but it is how my mind understands the process. It also works with radial gradients or even images, but I haven't really seen either of those in the wild. Well, linear gradients seem to be everywhere. Alright, now we understand the process, let's see how we can do the same using my favorite CSS framework, Tailwind. The idea is the same. First, we apply a gradient with the class bg_gradient_to_r. We can specify the color we want to start from, like from purple 400, and the color we want to end in, like to emerald 400. In my projects, I like configuring my primary and secondary color palettes, so I can instead do from primary 400 to secondary 400, which makes it easier to copy and paste styling like this across projects with different branding. I don't have to remember to change every purple to teal or whatever. Each project's Tailwind config is the source of truth for what the colors should be. In any case, we've got the gradient. Step 2 is making the background clip to the text, which we do with bg clip text. And finally, we make the text transparent with text transparent. Woohoo! And we can still customize the angle of the gradient, we can specify multiple color stops. It's fun, I love that gradients are back in style. Whether it's vanilla or Tailwind or something else, I do see this trick applied to the parent HTML element too. It's not just for headings. For example, we can have a section containing multiple other elements, all of which get a piece of that background gradient. But do keep in mind that the effect will change if the container's width and height are responsive, and not directly dependent on the text size. Actually, this may spark some creativity, because we cannot directly animate a gradient with CSS, but we can animate the background position. So if we use background size to double the width of our background, and then create an animation which sets the background position from 0 to 100, and have that animation play forever in a ping pong style, we get... Whoa. That's all for now. I hope you do get creative with this, and if you want more fun with HTML and CSS, check out this video. And YouTube thinks you'd also enjoy this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, I'll see you around.